So we've been working on this theory that there might be a potential third power system coming into play within the One Piece world's late game, but I have to give you guys a spoiler warning up to chapter 1138. If you are not caught up, then scroll on. So what if they are introducing magic as a whole separate power system through Imu? Obviously, we've been wondering what is up with Imu in so many different ways, but specifically one of them is the way they seem to distribute their power. Because as we saw with Saint Saturn after all the events at Egghead, Imu was able to just take all of that right back. And I found this particular quote interesting where he says, "I did not know those powers were so nebulous." This might seem simple, but let's just look at the definition of nebulous. Specifically the ill-defined part, which is what I find so interesting here. Imu's powers are incredibly ill-defined. Yes, that seems obvious, but hear me out. While Luffy was training with Rayleigh, he very clearly defined how Haki works, where it comes from, the fact that it manifests from the will of the user, and all of that. And obviously, we know quite a bit about devil fruits, with the three different types being Zone, Paramecia, and Logia, as well as the fact that they are manifestations of human desire. My point being, these are both really well fleshed out power systems within this world. Yet Saturn wants to say that Imu's power has not been well fleshed out. Another very interesting point is when this pentagram appears, this marine right here says a magic pentagram. Now again, that word is not used very much within this world. And yes, you could say that the ignorant people would consider devil fruit powers and things like that magic, but again, a marine at this level would know the difference between like a devil fruit power and something seemingly magical. And we get these examples of the circles every single time anyone who's directly connected to Imu or the Gorosei appear. Because it even shows when the Holy Knights appear in Elbaf, we still get a circle, yet this circle doesn't have the numbers in between the stars like the Gorosei do. Another interesting thing to point out, generally when Oda introduces a new character and gives us an entire flashcard of the character, he tends to break down every single thing about them, including their devil fruit if they have one. When we got the official breakdown for all of the 5 elders, we didn't get anything but their demonic names. So even when they transform, it absolutely looks like they seem to be holding a mythical zone type, but it never describes that, it only just gives us the actual demon they seem to represent. So from there, it seems like Imu is just choosing to pass down certain powers to them, and maybe that's through magic instead of specifically devil fruits. And you can also look at a character like Gunko. When she is introduced as an arrow woman. But her arrow attack seems very similar to the attack Imu used on Cobra. This one does kind of throw a wrench in the plan though, because why is her devil fruit presented but no one else's is, even if it's passed down through Imu? Maybe Imu has some original source control over some certain devil fruits that he can pass down through his subordinates? Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'm loving this theory. It's still a work in progress. Shout out my homie Jet for being the basis for this theory and bringing it up to me. And if you guys would like a full, longer version of this breakdown, that is all on the red play button, and you can catch the streams every Sunday.